Ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Breaking Tables.
It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the Mafia, I'm with the Buffalo Bills. It's
What's
the
up,
Mafia,
Brian?
you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey, who you repping? What's your team? Who you repping? What's your
Yes,
team?
sir. Let's go.
You know I'm
Let's
repping for
go.
my team. I got that talent on my team. Like a high Jordan Poyer, can you catch it? Can you? Trade day is like a mask.
Tabanil. We only have 220 days till kickoff 2022 season, baby. Are you ready for this?
So far away.
What are we going to do in our fucking downtime, man? Just here, just talk trash back and forth?
Basically,
tell knock jokes? We can do that. That'll be a thing. That could be a thing, Neil. We're going to have one whole episode. We're just telling knock jokes. Guys, if you're tuning in, thank you for tuning in. This is Breaking Tables. Go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, share button. And of course, this episode is brought to you by BuffaloAutographs.com and Coco's Fashions.
Speaking of Coco's Fashions. Oh, yeah. We do.
Can you show us some, Tabanil?
Sure. He's just breaking all my shit here, but.
Oh, jeepers. Oh, my God. Tabanil's caught in a hurricane.
Beasley, come here.
There was, I promise there's a dog there. There's a dog.
Look at the jersey by Coco's Fashions.
You gotta turn off your green screen, Tabanil.
I did turn it off.
No, you didn't. You turned it back on again. Oh my God, Tabanil, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Way to get the show started, my man. But the show's not done yet. This is for Tabanil right here. The show's not done. It only begun. Guys, you know how the game, but tonight we have a special guest. Now, we're talking about things to do in the off season. Well, this guy, I'm sure he's got a lot of projects, but having a fan cave is not one of them. Let me go ahead and get Nick on board. Nick,
Hey.
What the hell is up, buddy?
What's going on? Cheers.
Yeah, my man. Salute. Cheers. I think Tabanil got caught up in some sort of tornado or some craziness.
Yeah.
Is he? There we go.
Yeah,
There's a jersey.
Okay, there he is.
Beasley, look up, buddy. Look up, buddy. Yeah,
Beasley,
there he is.
There we go.
Way to be the star of the show, right on time.
All right, now get out of there. Get out of there now, Beasley. We're having a show. We're recording, Beasley. Nick,
everything over this dog. Crazy.
You know, I kicked you out of the room because you were like just like.
I know.
It was kind of crazy. It was loud too. So we lost like 100 viewers because of you.
It's all good. Good way to start.
Right. We'll be here all night, folks. Well, at least for another hour. Guys, we got Nick on board, and he is the reason why we had Nick on board. We're asking this question the last few episodes. Bill season is over with. I didn't even know there was a football game a couple days ago. Yesterday. Congrats, Bengals. Hope you don't win because Josh Allen is going to be the first quarterback to get it before you. So I'm saying it. But we asked that question of what are we going to do this offseason, Tabanil? Nick, our friend down below here, he doesn't do but just add to this amazing room, this amazing thing that he has. Nick, what do you call it? Go ahead and introduce yourself and just take the floor, bro.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me, number one. Appreciate it. And, I call it the man's cave because, it's part of my last name. So I figured, put a little Z on the man's. But
play with words. Nice pun.
Yeah, a little fun there. So I know my one buddy would be real excited about that. He's real big on puns. But for real though, I just.
Nick, question. Still on. Stop. Let's get a crawl before you walk. Where are you from, bro?
I'm from Lewiston, New York.
Lewiston, New York. How did you become a Bills fan?
I grew up one.
Okay.
Mom,
family.
Dad,
sure.
Built in. Just built in.
Okay. It's passed on to our genes. It's a thing. Bills Mafia runs in your veins like it does in mine. So awesome. Sure. And where are you currently living right now? Where is this awesome award-winning man cave that you've got going on here called the Man's Cave?
It's in Lewiston. I grew up in the village of Lewiston. Now I live in the town of Lewiston. So, whoever doesn't really probably matter. I started probably 2020, when the pandemic hit, needed something to do, and turn into this.
I'm sure the wife loved that.
Can you walk us through the room, my man? Can you just like do a little guy? You viewers that's just tuning in right now. You have no idea what you're getting into because you won awards, right? Before you show them, Nick, you've won like some contests, a bunch of contests that was like, holy shit, this guy's place is amazing.
Well, so I won. Okay, so I've been a couple contests. I was on Good Morning Football. I think my biggest accomplishment was Kay Adams was like pretty excited about it. So like that was like a little win there just in itself. So that was kind of like cool, to be recognized like that. So aside from that, I feel like I'm out there, but people haven't really truly seen it. Like I have a TikTok, I have Twitter, and I try to showcase it, but this is my first, podcast. So
wait, Nick, can we turn into like MTV Cribs? Like
basically,
can we start it over? Like hey guys, welcome to MTV Cribs. Yo, we got some Bills memorabilia on this wall over here. We got some shoes. You want some shoes? But this shoe's right here. Yeah, go crazy, brother.
So, all right, cool. So this is basically. So now I want
nice, dude.
Real quick. So basically, everything I kind of got was, a couple years ago that I got. So when Josh Allen was, when I seen Josh, and I seen the flash of greatness, I'm like this. I'm like he's gonna be good. I had belief in this kid. So a couple years ago when I started buying things, you could have bought. People buy things. Over the years, I've been a fan my whole life. But you always had that hope that someone would be good, but you never really saw the signs. Until I saw Josh Allen is when I said, I really see something. So
right, we weren't collecting with Trent Edwards. I get it.
Right, you know what I mean. Right.
JP Lossman, I get it. Yes,
or JP Lossman. Right. So like it was kind of like when I seen this kid, I was like, and when the beginning of the season, I of 2020, during the pandemic, and I just. If you're an avid Bills fan, the way I'm sure you are, Tampa Neal, myself, and others, you pay attention and you tune into every press conference, everything they say, and just what you see with your eyes. So that's kind of how I felt, and that's kind of why this all manifested to what it is. So, long story short, I'll just start showing you, because a lot of things that I show you is like basically just from a couple of years ago. A lot of like up to date Bill stuff. So it's basically just, my football. It's like that, where they had that art football.
Nice. Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So you got a little display, little trophy case of all your random achievements. That's amazing, brother.
That. So, then I got this.
Well, wait, hold on. Nick, I would have led with, you got a fucking ticker.
Oh, yeah.
What is?
Okay, so
I didn't want you to have that
Skybox Sports Network, that's where I got it from. And, for the longest time, I wanted to have a ticker when I had nothing. I didn't even have it. I just wanted one on my wall. So just how, I go to the casino, you see the tickers, I love one, so that's just kind of how I'm built. I just kind of like this kind of cool stuff. So
hell yeah, that is badass, bro.
So that had to be part of the man cave. That was a nice little thing that I got for myself. And, so I definitely love that. It's one of my favorite things down here.
Yeah, that's cool.
So
I like that.
So,
so far you're winning over the crowd, Nick. What else we got in this bad boy?
So I got a built-in fridge, in the wall, just, filled
nice.
with your, all your fun stuff, so all your Bills Mafia beer and all that fun stuff, and I want you to shut the fuck up, so I took that personally, because I fucking hate the Patriots. And,
dude, where did you get that, bro? That is awesome.
Okay. So when there's this guy on TikTok, he works for, it's like called Fitzy or someone. And I seen it. And when we lost at home, this guy was just, he works for like the WEEI or whatever, their Boston radio station. And, he's on his TikTok and he's basically like, he had a drink and he has his little background kind of like we all do. And, of all Patriot stuff. And he's like drinking to us basically losing and basically we suck ass and, the Patriots are, Mac Jones are the best. So I fucking just immediately hated this guy and just, you know, and on top of already hating everything Boston and New England,
everything, literally
literally everything. It got under my skin so bad. So when we played the Patriots, and that game in New England was so epic, you know, like it was the biggest to them, you know. So, and when that happened, you know, like I kind of like things that are kind of like, you know, memories of like a certain game, iconic, you know. So that's kind of how
awesome.
I found. So I had like, you know, I found this image on, you know, it was all blowing up all over Twitter and, you know, whatever, social media. And so I found a place to put it on a poster and, you know, that happened.
Yeah.
So that happened real quick. So,
love that.
All right.
So
I mean, you had me at ticker, but there's more, and I love it. Let's
go.
go.
Yeah, there's more. So these walls kind of like my brother. So I made my brother's really good at painting. So he did all the custom paint job. Just kind of wanted to have like this the Jersey vibe in here, you know, on the wall. So I just kind of, you know, and I'm obsessed with TVs. So every kind of room that you walk into,
you just skipped the pinball machine or Pac-Man.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I got pinball. So I got that for my wife, right, for Christmas. And she's like, for real.
Marvel,
like,
that's Marvel. That is awesome.
She's like, give me a pinball machine. I get her this one, you know. She's like, well, that's not kind of the one I want because I have a Legends Ultimate, you know, and they actually have and I have like all the built-in games, right? So like, you know, I got like 10,000 games or whatever. I have like these little USBs, and I get her the Marvel one, and she just, you know, of course, I found a way to not get it right. So that was that. So, but then behind this little, I did a little collage just out of, you know, my dad's old football tickets, and you know, that one game where we played Miami, they had like little newspapers. So I just made a little collage to have it for the background, just something for fun. But
man, I hate you can't use tickets anymore.
Yeah, right. You know, little ticket stubs, and you collect them.
I know.
All.
It's like a souvenir they took away from us.
I just do a screenshot, and I've got it forever.
No, there you go. Yeah, right?
Sorry, can't do that anymore.
No, you're cool. So over here, so it's like when you walk down the stairs, it's kind of like your Allen and Diggs. Basically, when they got hot, that was, you know, when they all first happened. So that's kind of where that's all, you know, came about. You know, so, and then this picture right here actually means a lot to me because it's, you know, my father, my grandfather, and my son, and we all have the same name, share the same name. So, you know, it's 4 generations. So that's kind of why that's the showcase when you first walk down the stairs.
I will drink to that one. That's awesome, bro.
Thank you. And so like that's, and over here, like I'm in the process of trying to buy Diggs canvas and an Allen canvas before my wife knows that I'm actually going to buy it because it's going to cost me a little money. Because I'm always looking to improve. And, you know, so I definitely have, you know, works in that. Actually, when I get back to the bar, I have something going on with that too. So over here, you know, it's just kind of just a little, I got, you know, some things were gifts and I just make it, you know.
So when friends come in and they're not wearing any kind of football gear, you're like, no, we got some stuff hanging over. What size are you? Small, large, medium, extra large? No, put some Bills gear on now or get the fuck out.
That's it. So I got hats, I got jerseys, I got it all. So, you know, I just make a little, you know, again, there's like this, you know, book, you know, one of the games, I got season tickets in the Pepsi Club. So like they handed out, you know, some sort of, you know, yearbook. So I just cut out some things, made this, you know.
Cool, dude. Cool.
You know, just something, whatever. So, okay. So over here is basically where, you know, all the fun happens, where you sit and watch the games. You know, I got my 4 theater seats. You know, then I got the 3 TVs going on. So
look at that.
Hey, so Nick, I see that table there at center field.
Yeah.
How many tables have you had to replace?
You know what? I mean, to be honest with you, this is fairly new. So I haven't had to replace. You know, my son is kind of the one that likes to jump around and do things. So luckily he hasn't broke one yet and I haven't had to replace it. So, so luckily for that.
Okay. Now lie to us. Now, that's your 4th one, folks. That's his 4th one.
Now, mind you, had had we won that game against Kansas City, I might have been through that table because I was pretty pumped up. I'm not going to lie. And then I was just dead inside about, 13 seconds later. So, so
that's what she
Ron,
said.
Yeah, right. Seriously. So around here, so this ball is basically just kind of
nice. Look at that.
jerseys. Yeah, just some jerseys and a fat head. And this is my little Josh Allen wall that I, just love my guy. Couple autographed jerseys. Welcome to Allentown. And I've
got Josh with me actually.
Hey,
Josh, would you like to say something, Nick? One of your biggest fans.
Oh, the goat.
Josh?
There he is. Hey.
Josh, you can't say that on air, buddy. All right, I'm gonna put you back in your hole. All right, go back. Enjoy your summer.
So I got another TV. This is fairly new. It's just another fathead that just, I kind of am always trying to like improve my walls, because there's actually this guy in Green Bay called the Drew Cave. I don't know if you ever heard of him. But I think he's like the gold standard of these man caves. It's the best one I ever seen was the guy out of Green Bay. So I'm always now trying to see
what can Nick do better?
What can I do better? Right.
Yes.
So, that's even why, like, he's called the Drew Cave. That's why I kind of even call myself the Man's Cave, just for like, just to have that name, just to, be a part of, that kind of, thing, community, whatever you want to call it, so.
Oh man, you're Nick. You're doing you. You just started your own tradition, and everybody's gonna be jealous. Like, oh shit, we're gonna go hang out with the Man's Cave. And
so when my son was born, I got these Bills pictures, and my wife, my daughter. So that's just kind of, how we roll around here. Bills. It's all Bills all the time. So that's basically, what you see is what you get. So. But back to the bar real quick. I'll just give you one last little update. So I'm getting actually my bar top done. Epoxy. Okay, so you guys are going to be the first ones to know because no one else knows it. So it's going to be done this week before. Breaking news. So before the Super Bowl happens, it's going to be done before the Super Bowl. I'm getting epoxy done. It's going to be Bill's Mafia, and this, basically centered. And I'm going to have a little something for my mom over here. She passed away, 10 years ago. Something in memory for her, but. So that's going to be done. I can't wait to showcase that. I'm always looking to improve and, just try to represent. That's all we can do.
Sheldon Wetmore goes, what a beautiful palace.
I appreciate that.
See, Shell's my brother-in-law. You got to make that downstairs and that downstairs area, bro. That would be epic. Don't copy. Got to be original like Nick here because that's how you do it, bro.
That's it. It all kind of happened, it just keep, ideas and things. They just kind of happen just on top of each other. Just, just happens. You know what I mean? If you try to, just even like my, when I'm trying to plan out my bar and my bar top, you try to like, think what's going to happen. And then, you just it kind of just comes over time, just kind of this basement. I've always wanted to have a basement, but I never thought it would ever in my lifetime look like this.
See, I would have to get, if I did that, what you just did, which is absolutely fucking amazing. I'd have personally, with knowing my friends, knowing me, I'd have to have like straws from the tap, like not straws, but hoses to where they sit, because there's always going to be that one smart ass that goes, what do you want to drink? I'll have whatever you have on draft and just give me a hose and let me drink out of it. I'm like, okay, I'll just bring the hose over. Like, no fucking way.
Yeah. Right. So
it's going to be epic. I don't know.
I'll tell you, that is one thing I do miss about Florida or about being up north there. There's Florida, you cannot have basements.
Yeah. Right.
So love to do a basement like crazy. Yep.
We'd have our living room and everything downstairs and just be like, we have to turn the AC on. It's just naturally cooler down here.
Yeah, it is. I have to have a heater on down here. So, the other night I have, I like to have like poker games. I usually try to have one at least once or twice a month. We just had one the other night. So,
Tampa Neal, when's the next time we go into Buffalo, bro? We're stopping by Nick's house.
Bro, you guys
we're gonna get us some poker and we'll hang out.
That's
absolutely
it.
Poker and cigars. Hell yeah.
That's it.
I'll bring the cigars from Tampa.
Oh, I'll get some cigars from Miami.
Yeah.
Cuba.
I like that. I like that.
Guys, Dable, bye-bye. He's gone.
Fuck him.
I know, Tabanil. I was waiting for you to say something about that.
Why you don't?
He
like
also
Tell me how you really feel, Tabanil. Tell me how you really feel about Dable leaving us.
the only thing that I'm annoyed about is that we have not signed Ken Dorsey as offensive coordinator. Like that pisses me off because I don't want him going to.
I asked you one question. We'll get into Dorsey. We'll get into who could be the next one. But how do you truly feel, Tabanil, right now?
I think Josh Allen made Dable look like the best offensive coordinator in the NFL,
and he's not. That's what you're telling me.
He's not. Yep.
You hate him.
Well,
I don't hate him.
You hate him.
Well,
you hate him.
I don't like him.
No,
I don't
hate
ever
him.
like
You
his
actually,
play
I
calling.
have you on recording. Oh, I need them. I'm gonna make that a little thing. I pressed that one button. Fucking, he's gone. Fuck Dable. I'm pretty sure you said that. I'm 99.
More than likely
sure
said
you said
that. I've never liked his play calling. I thought he was very mediocre. I think that Allen made him look really good.
Okay.
And now
So you're not going to miss him whatsoever.
No, he's now taking. I just got the notice.
Boom.
He has taken the Bills' offensive line coach as well with him. Not
Good.
but
that's fine. I'm okay with that.
all right. Guys came together at the end of the year, so
eventually you have to. Nick, what do you think about Dable leaving, brother? We got to talk a little bit about the Bills. Appreciate you talking about your man cave, but we're talking about the Bills too.
Yeah, no, I haven't really
hate him.
I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I think, there were certain situations with games like this season that he just was, too just. I mean, when they were creative and they were, thoughtful in their play calling, they were hard to defend. When he just kind of said, okay, let's just shotgun and pass, forget the run game, it screwed them, just like the Jacksonville game, that kind of the game that I always go back to where they just thought they were going to show up, just shotgun and pass and just throw all over these guys. Jacksonville came in and said, you know what? I'm going to punch you in the mouth. And we had no answer for him. And, until until coach was like the last 4 weeks of the season, if we don't get our run game going, we're going to be in trouble. So what'd you see? You saw, I thought McDermott kind of stepped in. So personally, I think Dable is like, arrogant to his, what he thinks works. And it kind of, Josh allowed it to happen so much until, when you're so predictable.
Nick, you can say it. You can say it, Nick. You can say you hate him.
We're okay with it. Fuck them.
Right.
There you go.
All right.
Fuck
so Tabanil and Nick are both saying their team fuck Dable. You know what? From the vanilla offense, it took Josh, and you're right. It took Josh Allen. Think about it. 5 games to really get into his Josh Allen rhythm. Mm-hmm. I mean, yes, we shut out the Dolphins 35-0, but the defense shut out the Dolphins. Josh really didn't do Josh things.
A part of me thinks, though, because this is what I think personally. I think that they know that they're that good, that they didn't want to, they wanted to get to the playoffs healthy. And what happened? They did get to the playoffs healthy. What happened? They played the Patriots. They demolished them. They played the Chiefs. They should have won the game. They were, honestly, I think they're going to win the fucking Super Bowl. And what, part of me thinks was they were a little conservative, trying to keep load management as part of their process this season. Because what happened last year? Last year we were hobbled. When Diggs was hobbled, Beasley was hurt, Davis had a knee. Our main guys,
he had COVID. He was out because of COVID.
Right. So when we played the Chiefs in the championship game, we weren't at our strength. When we played them this year, our offense was ready to play. Now, what the fuck happened to the defense?
I don't know.
So that kind of circles back.
Concern is our defense and maybe our play calling.
That's what kind of circles back to, Dable is gone, but I think it was the wrong coach that probably should have gone. Yeah, we all agree Dable is very fucking vanilla. Fine. It's time for a new change. Josh Allen fucking shed his damn skin. He is no longer a little caterpillar. He is a moth or a butterfly, whatever you want to call him. But he is in that position where, guys, Tom Brady, the most useless position in the NFL is being a QB coach or offensive coordinator for Tom Brady. Guys along those lines that can lead a team to a victory. And Josh Allen, for what he showed, he's there. So Dable, good, bye. But Frazier now, he does not get away. Did you see what the Bengals defense did to the Chiefs? I didn't even know about it until this morning when I saw the previews, replays or whatever, that there was a game on last night. I'm like, oh shit, they're still golf. Keep forgetting. Bills aren't playing. I am not watching any football. But
you know what?
Did you see what the defense did to the Chiefs?
I had to confront, what happened last week because, if I just let it, if I shied away from it, I felt like, it would just drive me even more crazy. So I figured if I just rewatch a game 7 times and just, let it just get over it, as fast as I could.
God bless you, bro.
I still haven't done it. I can't do it.
Right.
I need to. I know, but
I had to watch it on replay. So I know what I know going forward. That's why I feel so strongly we're going to win the fucking Super Bowl because Josh was going to go win the Super Bowl, and our coaching and our coaching let us down. And that's what just it eats at me the most because when I was watching the game yesterday, I'm like I can't believe especially at first when Kansas City got out to the 21-3 lead. I'm like, they came out hot, and I'm like, this is going to be a blowout. I'm like, of course. It made me feel like, I don't know, even worse almost to the fact that should have been us, right?
Mm-hmm.
At home, I would have been there at the game in my seat celebrating with 60,000 fans or 70, however many fans, just living in that moment. And I just, I hope moving forward, at least the only thing that gives me solace is that Josh Allen is our quarterback. So no matter the defensive coordinator, what we're going to be in the dance, we're going to have a shot, for the next 10 years to go win one. I kind of like our odds with our our quarterback.
Absolutely.
And by the way, your sister says hi.
My sister, hey Mar, what up?
Yeah. This Campanile, you want to tackle her voice? You want to read it out to the group for the podcast? Or you want me to do the voice?
Well, hello. First time watcher here. Nick's sister here.
Hey.
Heart.
Yeah, my sister Mar.
Heart.
Thanks, Mar. Thanks for the support.
That was so when we do when we read out the comments, we have to talk in a different accent. I guess, I don't know. Like, for example, Sheldon Wetmore. Here we go. Ready? Sheldon Wetmore. This is what Sheldon Wetmore would sound like. Yeah, working on getting some stuff from Buffalo Autograph. So that's what we were trying to do, but tell me, you fucked it up. All right. Well, Leslie Frazier, you think he's gone next year, Campanile? No, this year.
No,
sorry. I keep forgetting next year. This year. This year.
I really truly don't because he doesn't fuck up very often. He did fuck up this last week.
He doesn't fuck up often, right? But it seems like there's like big moments in certain parts of the season that, you're questioning what the fuck he's doing. And then, it feels like McDermott's got to step in, which has happened before, and almost is like, got to hey, come on, man, this is what the fuck we got to do. So, and they kind of analyze what's going on and then they fix the problem. Because there was problems, throughout the season that,
Oh,
I just feel like our defense was a product of our opponents. And, when, so that should really be our main focus is, when we
Are we talking draft? Are we talking giraffe? Main focus. The main focus now is the draft on what we need to do to solidify what our weaknesses are. And we saw what happened. Trey White, when it comes down to it, Trey White's going to be Trey White, but he's not playing anymore. And then we all saw what Levi Wallace did. Obviously, with that experience, He's definitely by far no Trey White. So if we want to blame anybody, we're not blaming Leslie Frazier. I think they played the right way, ish.
I think
But I think the players didn't play the right way.
I think those last 13 seconds was some stupid fuck calls.
Oh, Levi Wallace.
Well, what I think too. Okay, I mean, as you see what the Bengals did, what they did in the second half worked, right? They went to like a three-man rush and just put everyone basically back, and Chiefs didn't adjust. But I still feel like when we don't play our true strengths on defense, when we try to be something that we're not, we have a hard time, being dominant in what we do. So I think that's like when we play the Chiefs, like I think we kind of got away with a couple things week 5. I feel like, our motivation factor kind of willed us to win in week 5, just like it kind of should have willed us to win in the playoffs. I just feel like our defense is suspect in ways because you know what? We can play the right defense.
Stop right there. So you said our defense is suspect. You're the GM. You're the GM. Brandon Beane gets fired. Nick gets starting. You get hired right away. What are the first moves that you're making this offseason? Can we talk about analytics? Can we talk about the players? And we know our faults. So what are our players?
We're too old and too inexperienced, and mostly, like defensive.
On the defense, Nick. On the defense. Okay. No, listen, you said the defense is the reason why we lost the game.
Right. So on defensive end, that's my problem. We applied pressure, but we couldn't get them down. Had we been able to execute and in the beginning of the game, I said to my brother-in-law Bruce, I said, listen, man, they're getting pressure, but if they don't get home, I said, he's going to do this all day. He's going to escape. What is it? We need a playmaker. I mean, they're so hard to find. I mean, back in my mind, I'm like, man, if we had a TJ Watt to just on this team, like a TJ.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You know what
just
I mean?
One solid superstar.
Just one solid superstar.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Trey White, we got one, but he's hurt for the season.
Okay, but he's on.
Yes.
You know what I mean? But our back seven, right?
You want a sacker. You want a TJ Watt.
I want a TJ Watt, man.
All right.
Because Nick, that's the problem. We got to beat Kansas City.
It's your turn here, okay? You got to read the comments, but you got to do it in a different accent. So go ahead and try it.
Oh my God, it's probably my one buddy, but it's not. You
can't do it in Nick voice. You got to do it in a different voice.
If you had to lay the blame on one aspect of the team, what would it be? Why is it Matt Milano? My one buddy.
Who are you trying? Who speaks like that? You sound just like yourself.
I have no idea. So I'm on the spot here, man. I had no idea.
Like he almost opened up like he was gonna be like Christopher Walken. Like if you had to lay the blame on one aspect of the team.
I was gonna go accent there, but that didn't really work.
No, that's cool, bro. All right, go ahead, answer that question.
Yeah, I'm up for one there. If I'm on again, maybe I'll get it again. But so
you definitely won't be.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I fucked up. There we go. Blame. It wouldn't be Matt Milano. I don't think, I have this one guy in my group chat that is fucking obsessed with with Matt Milano sucking, which is really funny because that he said Matt Milano.
Wait, hold on. Can you?
Because, he wants a reference.
Let's narrow in on that topic.
Okay, right. So he wants he referenced he sent this clip about 30 times just to piss me off until I admitted that Matt Milano sucks. Of him missing the sack on Deshaun Watson. Okay, he missed the sack, and then Watson got out. He made the play to Jones, Taiwan Jones, and then we know what happens. So at the end of the play, at the end of the game against the Chiefs game, they show that because Mahomes looked right, Milano went that way, and then he went real quick, and then went left to Kelsey, and basically Milano fouled him and got burnt just as much as Levi Wallace wasn't playing. He played too much to the end, covering the out of bounds than he was, the middle of the field. That's what happened. I try explaining it to my friend. So, I mean, Milano, Yeah, I mean, he's not like.
So yeah, it's not Milano then.
I'm more worried about Tremaine Edmonds than I am Matt Milano. I'll tell
Me
you
too.
that right now.
Guys,
agree.
Milano can tackle a lot better than Tremaine Edmonds. Tampanil, you want to touch on this?
I agree completely. I think that this year Edmonds is really playing for a contract, if you think about it, because his extension's up or is due, and he was really playing for that contract extension, and I don't think he's going to get it this offseason. So he's going to have to really do something serious to show that he's still ready to be a real legit middle linebacker. And right now, he
He's
hasn't
not a
really proven
Milano.
it yet.
He's not a Milano. We know Milano. We
He's
see
not
Milano.
no,
Like
he's not.
Milano's everywhere. Yes, congratulations, Tremaine Edmonds. You can make a tackle, but what about when it counts? When it counts, you can't. He's not a Ray Lewis. And we need
No,
a
he's
Ray
not.
Lewis
Never.
or
He's
a
not.
TJ
Honest
Watt,
to
like
God.
Nick said.
Right, and that's the problem that I have. Right, so like, would it be a middle linebacker or would it be a defensive end? We don't have that one killer on defense that just says, we're so dominant and I'm going to hurt you every time I tackle you. We just don't have that guy.
Can we trade for Khalil Mack? We need somebody like that.
Tremaine,
Rousseau will be
Edmonds,
that guy.
Who?
Rousseau will be that guy.
I hope so. I mean, he started.
He
off
showed
kinda
signs of it this
real
year.
hot. I mean, right? He did show signs, but like, he kind of just was like, he was there, but like not like, you just never. He was not a splashy like, dominant force. You know what I mean? You never heard, oh, Rousseau with the sack or this big play after the Chiefs game. I felt like that was like, when he had that one pick and you're like, oh man, this rookie's pretty good.
You also got to think about that. He's coming off of a college. He played, how many games college played? 10 total? 12?
Right.
Okay, 12 total. And
then
then he took a
missed the
whole year
entire
off.
season, so.
And then he plays NFL, which is a grueling 18. And if you're the Buffalo Bills, which you are going to be in 2022, 21 games.
No, and you know what? And like I said, if we're old and inexperienced on the line, so you know what I mean. We're young and we're old at the same time. So like when you have that Jerry Hughes,
it's like we're different. That's like saying that we're different but the same.
Right. So
no, there are guys that should go, and you do have a good group of young guys that are going to stick around, Nick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think our offense is so good. Josh Allen he's gonna get us there. We were going. You can't have 13 seconds and not get there. You can't.
Can we go ahead and start creating a gold statue of Josh Allen? Because one Super Bowl is going to equate to at least minimum one gold statue for the Buffalo community.
He'll have one down in my basement. I'll tell you that. He wins a fucking Super Bowl.
When? Not if, Nick. When?
Right. Exactly. And that's honestly what I believe. When if you're an avid Buffalo Bills fan and you watch this kid play, because it seems like now the national media is like, oh my God, Josh Allen is so good. Well, really, we're trying to tell you that for, since a couple of years ago. Like this kid is fucking dominant. You know what I mean? Like now they're like, Lamar Jackson and, even like Mahomes. Okay, all Mahomes really got on us is, a Super Bowl. Josh Allen's a Super Bowl away from being
Ty was back to Mahomes.
You know what I mean? Since being, aside from Brady, we all know Brady.
Listen, Nick Wright is going to be like, I don't know what Nick Wright's going to do when Josh Allen wins the Super Bowl next year. You know Nick Wright is, right? Nick, not you, Nick, but Nick Wright.
Don't worry, I follow him on Twitter. I don't follow, but I see him all over Twitter and all the shit talking he started last year. So I've always hated his ass. Right, but he did say that his shit talking on Allen was done. So he said like last week or two after the Chiefs game, it's like he goes. But
one show does not make up 2 years of just 3 years of just complete dumping on this guy.
I gave him the peace sign, because when Tyreek Hill gave us the peace sign, I fucking was so mad. So I wanted the peace sign all over their asses now that they lost against the 13 seconds into overtime. So basically, through that
NFL fined him. You know that, right?
Yeah, like $10,000.
Right.
Yeah.
That what? If it's a flaggable play and you find somebody, well, it should be like quadruple make it like $1 million. Sorry, messed up, but you're going to be paying $1 million. and the
Should've been an
proceeds
automatic
go
3 points to the
to
Bills.
that player, or the proceeds go to that organization. That'd be kind of cool, right?
Yeah.
That would make fucking referees be like, no, I'm not. And it's coming out of my
right.
pocket? Nope.
Yeah, right. And I just hate Tyreek, Hill just on his personal level. I hate Tyreek Hill. So like when his cocky ass threw that,
He is a
peace sign
douchebag.
up, I fucking hate that guy. So
He's a piece of shit. Nick, we can say it on there. He is a piece of shit.
He's a piece of fucking shit. And I hope
He beats women and then
and children.
Whatever. And children.
So fuck him. That's what I say
Thank
about Tyreek
Thank
Hill.
you.
So
Tyreek
I'll
Hill,
say that loud and clear.
peace. You're lucky. You're the whatever. We're not going to get into it. But that is.
I will say that I did love whenever Antoine Winfield Jr. did the peace sign to him last year.
I loved it. That was
I love that.
I loved it. That was my favorite part of the Super Bowl was Antoine Winfield Jr. going like that to his ass.
That was cool.
Everybody loved that.
Because I was rooting for the Bucs. I caught myself rooting for Brady to beat the Chiefs because I hate the Chiefs more than I hate Brady. Is that crazy to say?
That is kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy.
I hate the
Neil,
Chiefs.
hold on. Can you touch on this, Neil? So Nick, who is obviously a diehard Bills fan, like we all are. We all hate Tom Brady. I mean, he's got dildos thrown at him. We haven't thrown dildos at Patrick Mahomes yet, but he hates the Chiefs more than Tom Brady. Is that acceptable, Tampa Neil?
I still hate Tom Brady. Last year, I still found myself
right, but it's not about you though. It's about Nick saying that he hates the Chiefs more than Tom Brady.
Nick hates the Chiefs more than Tom Brady. Yes, that's exactly what I heard. But
I hate that. Well, let me say this. I hate the Chiefs. Well, I don't know, because Chiefs and now New England. I mean, okay, we were never.
No,
good.
have you met a Chiefs fan, Nick?
No.
Okay. Well, that kind of skews the question. Have you met a Patriots fan?
I've never had an issue with Chiefs fans. New England fans are fucking the most annoying people ever.
Well, that's what I mean. I hate, during the season. Okay, so now Kansas City fans, they're not as arrogant as New England fans, because New England fans are so fucking cocky and so arrogant to just because their city is just full of fucking winning that they just fuck you because we're winners. That's just basically we're fucking winners and you're a fucking loser. That's their fucking mentality. And it's just like, so when like Mac Jones was like sort of like winning a few games, here comes these fucking cocksuckers.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
No. The first time it came out
of the
woodworks. Do you remember when Tom Brady used to do that? Oh my God.
I mean, but you know what? At least, if the Bills were that way, would I be that way? So I think about that. If we were winning Super Bowls and winning all the time and winning division, we were dominant for 20 years. Okay, I can't blame them. I still fucking hate them.
Debbie goes, Tam Manila, I think it's your turn.
Well, good on, Mike. These are equally horrendous. I always hope they both lose.
What the fuck was that, Neil?
That was my Christian Wade accent.
Nice. No, I was impressed. I wasn't horrified. I was like, good Lord. All right. Then you got me on the Christian Wade accent. Now I forgot what the fuck we were talking about. Besides Mac Jones not being the one.
Mac Jones.
Josh Allen showing people why he is going to be. I mean, I love that stat. We talked about it last week, and we said that. Remember 1988? A lot of us can't remember that. Like I wasn't like my mentality for NFL. I was born in 84. My mentality for the football didn't really start developing until wide right and on. Put it that way. Okay. I will always remember wide right. I will always remember that. Not understanding what it meant. And then 17 years of not doing anything. And here we are. McDermott's 5th year, going on his sixth year, and we've already accomplished a lot more than we've accomplished for 17 years.
Oh,
so
absolutely.
It's good to look back and be like, guys, I'm okay with what we're doing right now. I know we want it right away. We all want to be like Cincinnati fans going, see, year 2 with Burrow, we're going to the Super Bowl. Whatever. They got a solid team too. Well, we can't. That kind of pisses me off because they're gonna get their ass kicked by the Rams. The Rams are just fucking crazy. Congrats to Matt Stafford.
Yeah, I'm happy for Stafford. You know what I mean? I'm happy, because he was just in a losing city, losing team for 13 years, and good for him. Because that guy plays with heart. And I always like guys that play with heart. I'll tell you what, I hate Brady. I respect him because the guy just is a winner. When you watch greatness, you can hate it all you want being a Bills fan because he fucking tortured us. But the guy's a fucking winner. And
all right, that's way too much loving up Tom Brady. Nick, we're gonna need to slow you down a minute there.
You got kicked out, Nick.
I mean, hey, I'll still throw a fucking dildo.
Bro, I wanted to play like some when the moon is short, I like a big pizza pie.
When he went to Tampa, the dude was he showed his true colors, and I felt like he was fucking funny. You know what I mean? Like he was he showed he's not. So it's really New England. So fuck New England. Tom Brady, fuck him too. But at least he kind of had.
You got to give him props for what he did, regardless of any asterisks out there.
Sure, I mean, cheated. Flat football.
It is what it. No, he officially cheated. He officially cheated, and it's just for us Bills fans, it's extra painful because we were a product of what he did. So a lot of us are diehards. They can't forgive him. You're just like, whatever. He's not a Patriots anymore. Fuck the Patriots. Let him go to Tampa. That's their problem.
Brian, you're up. This is a good one.
I'm up.
Yep. Yeah, you're up. All right. Yeah, you're up.
Hello, I'm Chrissy Delmasro. Now, Mac Jones is the Pro Bowl alternate. New England fans are all proud of him being the 10th choice. Well, appreciated that, Chrissy. That's kind of a weird Patrick Mahomes voice you had there, but
congratulations on Mac Jones being, getting his participation trophy.
And also Josh Allen. They asked Josh Allen, they're going to give him, hey, listen, here's $40,000. Can you please join the Pro Bowl? Josh Allen,
we're sorry, we messed up.
He said, "Fuck you" to that.
Exactly. That's good. That if he would have said sure, no, I would have been like, come on, Josh.
A little soft, right? And
come on, no.
I like to see from Josh. I think he now knows himself and how good that he really is, and realizes, you know what? Fuck you. You don't think I'm good? Well, fuck you. That's kind of I mean, I was pissed. I mean, I don't need the national media to give Josh Allen all this hype and like they do Mahomes. Like they literally just put this Mahomes on a pedestal.
Oh,
like
it's
no one.
No, they do.
It is sickening, bro.
It's literally like a pedestal of Mahomes. And honestly, what's bringing down Mahomes is how bad his brother and his wife are, or his fiance. It's just atrocious. So, I mean, you got Tony
Romo just groveling, to Patrick Mahomes.
Collinsworth is way worse. No,
Collinsworth is worse. I agree.
Worse.
Oh, all right.
God, I'm so happy
voice
he didn't go to the Super Bowl just to not hear Collinsworth talk about him, because he would just had
Oh, I know.
But
oh God, fucking Collinsworth with Mahomes.
Well, we are safe from hearing Brittany and Jackson do a TikTok video in the Super Bowl. That's kind of cool. I'm okay with it. And I hear that there's going to be a football game during this concert coming up February 14th.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Dude,
I heard it's going to be a
awesome.
dope-ass show.
That was the reason I wanted to go to the Super Bowl. I'm like, this concert.
Just I'll spend $10,000 just to go watch Dr. Dre and Eminem and
hell yeah,
Dog. That'd be kind of cool.
Going to be a killer.
And watch some football. I don't know. I'd leave at halftime. I don't know. I remember the last time I stayed at a full game.
Obviously, we're all rooting for the Rams, right? Because we don't want Burrow to get one before. Josh, right?
Absolutely,
no, we absolutely do not want. We do not want Burrow.
That's the message around here. I mean,
listen. Thank you, Cincinnati, for doing your part.
Yeah,
but you have to understand the order of nature, and Josh Allen comes before you. Padawan.
I
got to crawl before you walk.
Yep,
I agree.
Nick, are you going to any games? Do you travel to any away games at all?
So I always try to find one once a year. I've been to Jackson. I went to when we broke the drought. I went to Jacksonville. Been to Miami. Been
And
to
we all did. We
a
all
lot
did.
so a lot on the East Coast. I've been to. I haven't been anywhere aside from the East Coast. But this year I went to the Jets game. I had front row in the end zone. Actually, Diggs threw me the ball. I caught it, threw it back to him. That was kind of my little mini highlight. I thought that was fun.
I'd be like, I'm never giving it back.
Right.
You like start looking the balls. So you're like, oh, you don't want COVID.
Real funny. When we got down there, of course, we're tailgating. So I walked down there and, I'm fucked up. So whatever. And me and my brother, I go with my brother. And so we get down there. He's like, man, he's like, Diggs, if he throws us the ball, you catch it, I'll throw it back. Right. So I'm like, yeah, never in a million years going to happen. So sure enough, he's playing catch. He comes he's kind of where we are. We're like where the end zone is, to the right of the field goal front row. That's where we bought our seats. And because I have to be front row, otherwise I don't want to go. So that's just how I am. So we're standing there, we're like, in awe with our seats, and there's Diggs playing catch with everybody. And I'm like, yo, throw the ball, screaming, whatever. And he just like moves past us, throws it to like a little kid. I'm like, God, what do I look like? So, he goes
and intercepts. He stiff arms a little kid, and he intercepts it, and he spikes it down. He's like,
so he's on the opposite end, and then he's coming back, and all of a sudden he fucking underhands it right to me, and it was like a spur of the moment. I caught it, like one hand, because I'm recording him, and it's on my TikTok because I was just recording, I was recording, and I caught it, and then mind you, like no one else in the world existed. I was so pumped I caught the ball. I threw it back to him. My brother's like, what the fuck, man? I thought you were going to let me throw it back to him. And so, that was kind of like my little...
And what is this TikTok that you speak of? Is that a thing? What is that?
Okay, so I got 2 kids. I don't do shit, dude. I work. I live in my bed. You know what I mean? I have fun. So I make these videos of Bill's content. It started
How
the
do
home
follow
opener.
You? Is there an ad thing,
called
like Twitter?
Yeah, it's called at the Man's Cave 716. So
okay.
So I basically, that's kind of like my
fucking follow him, guys. You better watch this TikTok.
Right. So I make, and that's kind of where I clap back at that one Patriots reporter, and it kind of first went viral. Clapping back at him. I was behind my bar, and so real quick, when he was on doing his little TikTok, and I saw it, and he had a beer, and he's like, the taste of disappointment from other football fans, basically because all us Bills fans were disappointed. So I held that. I'm like, okay, motherfucker, we'll see. We're gonna play you again. So if we fucking beat you, I'm gonna clap back at you. So when of course, when we beat them, and the way we beat them, I clapped back. So I was sitting at my bar. I poured myself a little shot of my Crown, and I took my shot, and I went. And then, I basically said, the disappointment of New England fans. And it just kind of went, viral to me is like 50,000, views. You know what I mean? It just, when I'm just a regular Joe Schmo, and just people, more than 100 people saw my TikTok. So I thought it was cool, fun little moment in football, so I had fun with it.
I feel so old by saying this, but I'm going to go ahead and download that TikTok. You'll be my only person I follow, but.
Dude, it's fun. I saw every week I just kind of made a whatever kind of storyline I had to it. So when we lost Jacksonville, even when we lost, I try to
talk about that game ever.
I try to continue the trend of even if we won or lost, even when we lost to the Chiefs, I still made a video, even if I didn't want to. I was depressed and I drank myself to sleep. I still made a fucking TikTok.
What's your at? Do you have a at? Is it an at thing? Or?
Yeah. Well, at the Man's Cave 716.
MANZ.
Z. Yeah. So my last name's my last name's Manzare. So it's the Man's MANZ and then Cave 716. So that's kind of why you think of that's why I incorporated my last name into the name. So that's kind of how that all worked out for me.
Ryan Hickman goes, are you ready for this one, Nick?
You
have to use a Scottish accent.
Ooh.
I have to do it?
Yes.
A Scottish accent. I don't even know how to do a Scottish accent. How the fuck you do a Scottish
I am
accent?
from Scotland. I am the
I'm from.
Scotland.
Okay,
I am from
I'm
Scotland.
Ryan Hickman. Neil and Brian miss you, fellas. Let's get the family together soon. I still have my Italian. You see my
That was
Italian?
very
That's like a
Italian.
mafia
Forget
That's the
about
accent
way
right
it.
I
there.
Me and
go.
Brian, I miss you, fata, ciabatta, lamborghini
That's too
fettuccine,
Italian.
linguini,
Yeah.
man ricotta.
It's that eat the marinara and
Let's
pasta
get the family together
pouring out of my
soon.
fucking veins.
Back before I
We
got
get the
old.
family together.
I couldn't have taken if I tried.
Actually, I think the way you said that statement probably made it sound even better.
Oh shit! That's the mafia, Bill's mafia. Forget about it. Don't you talk about my mom's rigatoni. I'm just
Just the Italian bleeds out of me. I can't help it.
Fucking A Cotton. Nick, dude, I appreciate you fucking hopping on. You got a badass pad. You got a ticker. You got everything that a man needs to have or a woman needs to enjoy themselves, especially in the off season where there's no football going on.
Yeah.
And you just walk by constantly remembering going, what do I need to make myself fuck my God, we've got you have no Bills gear on? We've got a wall full for you of Bills paraphernalia you're gonna put on. That is rule number one when it comes to Nick's man's cave. Okay. Do you have a rule? Do you have any rules at all? Give us one rule.
No. Well, just don't break nothing. That's kind of that's really geared towards my kids, right?
So like, don't touch anything. Don't touch anything.
Yeah, right. Just look, but don't touch. I have my kids down here. My son likes to jump around. He just does whatever the fuck he wants. So he'll be on the bar jumping up and down, and I say, Nick, get down. My son, and he'll basically say, fuck you, I'll do what I want, and then just grab and touch whatever. But he's pretty good down here. So luckily things are intact, and so I don't have to fix. He's broken a few things where I'm kind of like, you know what? You
no.
Yeah,
what's your son's name? What's your son's name?
Nick. So
can we say how old he is on air? How old is he?
Yeah, he's 7. Yep, he's 7.
7?
My daughter. Yeah, my daughter's 11. My son is 7, and yeah, so he's the fourth generation.
A lot of memorabilia.
And I let him run loose, man. I'm telling you. So I got a lot of playing with fire there.
Hey Ryan, you're about 45 minutes late, buddy.
Oh wait, Ryan Hickman. Here we go. This is Ryan Hickman's real accent. Tell me, you want to do it? Or want me to do
it? Go ahead.
All right, this is the true Christian Wade accent. What do I make? I'm Ron Hickman. Can you all talk about that bitch ass motherfucker hell and his fucking finger thing? Yeah, Mike.
I couldn't do that if I fucking tried. How do you do that? I just speak Italian. If you know what, Ryan Hickman, fuck Tyreek Hill. We already talked about his bitch ass.
Yeah, we did. You should have tuned in a long time ago, Ryan Hickman.
Long time ago, Ryan Hickman.
That's BuffaloAutographs.com, one of our sponsors. I want to talk too much shit, Nick. Just kidding, bro. We talk a lot of shit with him. He's fun.
Gronk
to Buffalo, not going to happen, Bob Bradley.
Wait, you messed my accent up. Gronk to Buffalo, eh?
That was good. That was really good. Damn Neil. That was fucking. Can we just change your name, Canadian Neil?
Canadian Neil.
Throwing that A. I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Gronk a little 1-year deal to Buffalo.
No, definitely not. No, he's a dirtbag. Listen, Nick, he's a. I
jumped on Trey White.
I know. Fan. He is a dirtbag. He purposely hurt Trey White. He's a dirtbag. He will never belong on the Buffalo Bills. And if he is, I will call him a dirt. I'll have signs say Gronk is a dirtbag when he's on the Buffalo Bills. I will. I don't forget, bro.
If they sign Gronk, we win a Super Bowl, you're going to be mad?
I would still have a sign if the Super Bowl is saying, congrats, Bills, fuck Gronk. I'm sorry, I would.
Okay, all right. It's fair. I mean, that play, I can live in my, my memory. I don't have to, I know.
He's a dirtbag. He's a dirtbag. He's a dirtbag.
That was like the only dirtbag move I ever seen him make, though. Why? You know what I mean? Like, I still
don't know
why he did that.
The only reason why I'm still fucking butthurt over it is because he thought of it as because they asked him about that. He goes, no, it was good because I had time off. I had a vacation out of that. So he didn't learn.
So
here's the biggest question for it. If they were to go sign him, how is the general manager to explain to Trey White that, hey, guess what? This is a good idea for the team?
No. Trey White's going,
cheap shot move that you just.
That was a cheap shot. You know, you
it was
can't.
such a cheap shot.
You can't. It was a cheap shot. So I guess you can't, right? So
no, he's never been forgiving, and that is it. Let's leave it at that. And you know what? If obviously it's easier for me to call this here from my armchair. If it ever happens, I will still go to games and say, "Go Bills! I love you, Bills." But Gronk's a fucking little bitch. That is it. Sorry, that is it. He is absolute trash, and
we don't need him anyways,
guys. That will never happen.
We don't need his ass. Right.
Not with our GM and not with our coach, because that is the culture that we're bringing.
That's not what we would do, right? And that's just kind of like, you know, but you look on Twitter, you look on your social medias, people are saying, "Oh, Gronk to Buffalo," just like that. Whoever said that, you know what I mean? It is out there.
Dome Stadium.
You know, right? I know.
Yep. He's a big ass bitch. And he's not going to get that USAA, whatever stupid commercial that I see every fucking 10 minutes.
He's such a clown in those commercials, too.
All right, guys.
In life. That's why I was shocked.
Let's go ahead and let's end it on that one. Gronk will never be part of Buffalo Bills. I promise you, not with McDermott being in there. And it will never happen. It'll never happen.
Yeah, never going to happen.
We'll just leave it at that. So, Nick, appreciate you hopping on, brother. Your man cave is badass. You got tickers. You got a bunch of cool shit. Where can we find you on social media? Guys, go find him. Add him up.
The Man's Cave 716. I got everything, you know, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter. You know, and I only do it for the fun of it. I'm not real serious. I just like to have fun. I like to put my 2 cents in. So I was like, you know, enjoying these conversations with you guys, the funnest hour I've had in God knows how long. So, you know, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? This was cool. Just to be a part of a community, just to be a part of all you guys and Bill's Mafia. I love all you guys. So, you know, I just want to be one of all, you know, the thousands out there.
My man, Nick. All right, brother. Well, I'm sure we'll be on. We're gonna obviously run out of content in the summertime, so we'll have to maybe make another show down there.
Yeah, right.
Do some beer pong tournament or something. I don't know.
We'll have to get you on whenever that bar table steps.
Hey, I'll be tweeting it. I'll be TikToking it. I'll be, you know, putting it on my Instagram. So I'll be showing it off. Trust me, it's gonna be legit.
Yeah, because I mean, you show the whole place. They got the bar top. I'm like, oh, that's it.
Yeah, right, and that's it. The bar top is the weakest link. No, it is the weakest link, and that's.
I wasn't going to say it, but I said it. So thank you. Thank you for pointing out the weakest link.
That's it.
I'm just kidding, dude.
Can't have sports tickers and not have a bar top to go with it.
No, absolutely not. I mean, even honestly, you could have like a folding table and that is it, and then a ticker. Like, oh my god, you got a ticker. You got a ticker. Bro, you got a ticker. Tamanil, we need a fucking ticker, bro.
I know.
It's got to be next level. I like to be next level, so I'm telling you, there's going to be improvements around here. That's what I'm going to do during the off season. Is just making improvements until.
Well, we're always trying to get to that next level, bro.
Yeah,
that's it. Super Bowl.
Tamanil. We're gonna have just like a whole green screen ticker. Let's find that technology where we just have like a video, just like in the background. It's something cool. Maybe like the whole game behind us.
Yeah,
in an hour span. I don't know. Like that 2022 is going to be a lot of fun for
that.
Us
might get us a copyright infringement.
Yeah, probably.
Tickers are fun, man.
We're used to that.
Tickers are a lot of fun.
Tamanil, where can we find Breaking Tables, bro? Oh,
well, you know, you can always find us live right here.
Excuse
Twitter
me,
live. Are you okay, Brian?
No, sorry. I meant to hit the mute button, but I didn't. I hit the volume up button.
You hit the burp button instead?
Yeah. What was that?
Yeah, so you can always find us live, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, find us
Fatality.
Get us up on YouTube, tell Alexa, say, Alexa, remind me when Breaking Tables podcast is on. She will let you know. Or you can even ask her and say, Alexa, please play Breaking Tables podcast, a Buffalo Bills podcast. And she will play it for you. She's actually talking in the background right now. All right, tell Alexa to shut up now. Then you can also find us tomorrow morning on your way into work. Listen to us on Spotify, Live Nation, Apple Pod. Pull us up where you listen to your favorite podcast. Listen to us in the car because let's face it, morning radios suck, and we're going to make your drive-in so much more entertaining.
I would love to wake up to this shit. Seriously, right? I'm actually going to listen to it again in the morning when I'm driving to work. It's like, it's going to be kind of fun. Let's hear what everybody has to say.
Absolutely.
Epic B is fucking epic. Tapanil is hilarious. And Nick's the fucking man. Guys, this is epic. This show was absolutely epic. Appreciate Nick you hopping on. You got some friends now, bro. Welcome to our group. This is gonna be cool. I cannot wait to go to Lewiston.
Yeah, okay, I can come back up there now.
You know, honest to God, you guys are Buffalo, Niagara Falls area. I swear, you guys come play. We'll throw a game, poker game. We'll all just shoot the shit and have fun.
Yeah.
You guys are in. I'm telling you.
Summertimes, we'll do something. We'll do something.
We gotta kill some time until September. So I'm in, man. Whatever it is. 220
days. Don't forget that.
Oh my God.
That means that it is 31 weeks, which means that you guys get us for 15 more days, 15 more times. You see our faces. We don't know what's going to happen on this Thursday at 7:30, but I'm sure we're going to be something fun and epic for you. Tonight's show. Thank you, Nick, for hopping on. Tampa Neil, as always. This is Breaking Tables.
Go Bills. Appreciate y'all.
Nick, don't leave yet. Hold on. We're going to say bye to everybody. That's what we do. I don't know. Do the worm. Do the worm, Nick. Do the worm. Oh. Guys, bye-bye. Thank you for all tuning in. We'll see you Thursday night at 7:30. Bye-bye.